Tambudzo Mnangagwa was busy in Harare. Today I didn't manage to cover the stories of Mnangagwa. I hope I didn't see anything important to actually do except revealing himself that he is the voice behind the cars that have been distributed by Wicknell Chivayo to the so-called celebrities identified by Mnangagwa himself. And guess what? Retired General Chiwenga is reportedly in Matsa to assess community development projects in Matebeleland South. He is surfacing also for the very first time publicly after the ZANU-PF conference, which adopted resolution number 1 to extend Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa's term of office. And also, what is the reason of retired General Chiwenga going on a 3-day visit in Matebeleland to assess the so-called development initiatives done by Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa? I'll take you through the report that has been made by the state media. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we come live, you become the very first one to watch us. So according to the state media, Vice President Dr. Constantino Chiwenga is in Makorokoro village, Chinjika, to assess the implementation of Makorokoro Nutrition Garden, a project commissioned by Mnangagwa in 2021. Dr. Chiwenga was welcomed by the Minister of State for Matebeleland Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Comrade Albert Ngulube, according to the state media. The visit marks the beginning of a 3-day tour across Matebeleland South to ensure that local communities fully benefit from various government initiatives. The Vice President itinerary includes visit to several key projects across the province, including the Mapisa Ata Irrigation Scheme, Bishopstone Estate and Factory, Nottingham Estate, Palm River Energy Project, Gwanda Lithium Mine, Tuli Manyange Dam, and Karanyemba Village Business Unit. The projects are crucial components of the government's rural industrialization drive, which seeks to uplift communities and ensure inclusive development. That is what the state media is saying, not me. Then these are the words of retired General Chiwenga. We are here to ensure that our people can fully leverage the benefits of these projects, said VP Chiwenga. The Makorokoro Nutrition Garden is just one example of how we are working to improve food security and promote sustainable agriculture in our communities. Local leaders and community members have expressed optimism about the Vice President visit, with hopes it will lead to increased support for ongoing projects. The government has stressed that no one and no place is left behind in the country's development journey. So, retired General Chiwenga, popularly known as Umkhwenyana wase Matebeleland, is in Matebeleland South. Matebeleland South is actually a very, very big, one of the, if not, it must be one of the biggest provinces, but I think the biggest one should be Matebeleland North, where I come from. So it's one of the biggest provinces in Zimbabwe. But also equally so, Matebeleland South is also very, very big. So he is coming in Matebeleland South specifically to assess government projects that are implemented in Matebeleland South, they say, to boost issues of food security. So this is the first trip up the conference, which did not deliver, I must say, in my views, expectations and anticipations by retired General Chiwenga. Going into Matebeleland North for the next 3 days, it appears Umkhwenyana Bulawayo is finding a lot of comfort, particularly in Matebeleland. Is it because of the wife, that is Mini Yotabo, Mini Baloy, maybe somewhere, somehow. So the vice president will be there. So for the next 3 days, we expect to hear more about his inspections into the programs that were actually launched by Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa. I must say, in my view, these are substandard programs that should be implemented by the local authority. Local authorities should be empowered to actually do such initiatives. The whole president should not be seized with such projects. By the way, local development should be the prerogative of local authorities. They must be strengthened, not to seek to actually compete with local authorities. I've never seen such local development implemented in such a way. It will be interesting to hear, but is it retired General Chiwenga only going to inspect these projects? I don't think so. I think also he is going there for political purposes. There is a lot of actually planning that has to be done. I'm sure the general is not just going to assess Mnangagwa's programs, as it has been said by the local media. Most of the times, retired General Chiwenga, before the conference of ZANU-PF, and even I think post the conference of ZANU-PF, he appears to be ignoring many activities that has Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa, and also getting a report from him based on the state media is not sufficient enough. I wish the private media will also make a follow-up on him and get to interview him. He is not a man who speaks a lot, who reveals a lot, and who is comfortable to actually have his views said regarding especially the succession issue that is ongoing in ZANU-PF. He just issues statements. There have been a lot of insult, a lot of words said against him post the ZANU-PF conference, but he appears not to give much attention to that, but rather to focus on his job as the vice president of Zimbabwe. There are many voices all over which may warrant his response, but he is seemingly calm, cool, and collected. And that should not actually be taken for granted. It's quite difficult and complex to deal with such kind of a man. And that is why maybe the Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa faction is always sent on drawing board because they cannot really predict where this man lies at, and also his strength. Is quite a difficult assessment to be done by the other camp. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Someone is saying he must campaign for Gubawashe in Bulawayo. I don't think so. Let's connect on the other side of the podcast as I give you more quite interesting actually viewers of this channel.